Let's create buildings using the perspective grid tool. First, before using the perspective grid tool, let's create a building. We will use a rectangle tool here. Then we will just create windows. We can give a white color and we can just increase the stroke, and we will just place one window over here. Let's resize it. Let's make it a little bit small, and we can reduce the stroke size, right? And we will create one more duplicate here. We can align them properly at the center, and then we will take one more duplicate. Right, this is a simple building, and now we will take one more duplicate. This building we are going to place on the right side, and the first one on the left side. So we will slightly change its color. Let's make it a little bit lighter green. Right, now this looks better. And now we will group both these buildings. Ctrl G or Command G to group objects. Select all the objects and simply hit Ctrl G in PC or Command G in Mac. Right, so our first task is completed. We can just place them outside the artboard. Now we will activate the grid. To activate the grid, we'll simply hit Ctrl Shift I in PC or Command Shift I in Mac. So this is the perspective grid, and we can also activate the grid from the tools panel here. Here is the perspective grid tool. We can hit Shift P. Right, so now we will adjust these buildings on this perspective grid. So here we can see an icon to the top left corner. We will first place the left side of the building. We'll first select the object on the left side of the building. So first we will just click on this left grid, and then we will select this perspective selection tool. The keyboard shortcut is Shift V, and here we will select this building's left side, and we will adjust it properly on the left side of the grid. So we will just select the points of the building here, and we will adjust like this. And then here we can see the right side of this icon. We'll just click on the right side of the icon. It turns orange here, and now we will again use the perspective selection tool and select the right side of the building, and then we will place it and adjust it on the right side. So here we have adjusted, and let's take duplicates of this building now. So to take the duplicates, first we will create duplicates on the right side. So we'll simply hold Alt in PC or Option in Mac, and then just drag an object and create its duplicate. So we can see. But now the thing we need to observe here is this building doesn't look like a 3D building. So we also want its left side so that it looks like a 3-dimensional building. So for that we have to again switch to the left side, and here we have switched to the left side, and this time we'll be using one shortcut. We'll select the left side building, and this time we will hold Alt or Option, and then also we will click on the number 5, and then we will simply create a duplicate, and we will align the duplicate to the right side building. So we can see here, right. And now we will do the same thing for the left side. We will again just hold Alt or Option and create a duplicate on the left side, and we want the left side building to be 3-dimensional, so we will again switch to the right side, and then we'll select the object on the right side. We'll hold Alt or Option, and also we'll click on the key 5, the 5 key, and let's not lift or release your finger from the 5 key. We will just create a duplicate and align the duplicate to the right side. That's it. So we have created a buildings. We will do it one more time. So this time again I will create one more building on the right side. Make sure that the right side is selected on this icon, or the right grid is selected, and then hold Alt or Option and just create one more duplicate, and then switch to the left side, left grid, select the object, hold Alt or Option, and then also hold 5 key, and just create a duplicate on the right side. And one last time we will create the same thing on the left side. Again we will just hold Alt or Option and then just create a building on the left side, and then we'll switch to the right grid again, and then hold Alt or Option and then also hold the 5 key and create one more duplicate and align it to the left building, right. So here we have created a 3-dimensional building using this perspective grid tool. Now one thing we'll be doing is we can also create the ground. So to create a ground, we will first change the grid to the bottom grid here. So we can just change the grid to bottom grid, and we can select a rectangle here. So we can just choose this perspective selection, and we can or we can also deactivate the grid here, and we can just create a rectangle here, and then again we will activate the grid, and we can just use the perspective selection tool, and we can just adjust it at the bottom here. So we'll just adjust it properly. And we will send it back. We'll just right click on the object, and here we have the option arrange and send to back. Right. So here we have created a 3-dimensional building sector using the perspective grid tool. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please do like, subscribe, share, and if you have anything to say, do comment. See you again.